Enforcement officials investigating the disappearance of 7-year-old Joslin Smith have found clothing items allegedly stained with blood in an open field last night. In a statement, the police say they have expanded the search for the missing girl, dispatching drone operators and search and rescue dogs to the area. The clothing has been sent to forensic laboratory for analysis. Now, this latest development comes a day after the police minister, Begicele, visited the area, ensuring more resources for the search. Our reporter Nasiphi Same is in Saldanha Bay and joins us live. Nasiphi, can you give us the latest regarding this investigation?
The latest, as you mentioned, is that clothing items have been found on this open patch of land in Saldanha Bay. And just over the hill behind me is where Middle Post is, where the informal settlement, Joslin Smith, 6-year-old rather, Joslin Smith was last seen on the 19th of February at her home there. And as you mentioned, that particular update from SAPS, including that the search continues and that no arrests have been made. But we understand that late evening yesterday, there were a number of community members from Saldanha Bay, neighboring communities as well, that were part of the search where clothing items were found. I'm going to go to the gentleman that actually found clothing items in this little bush here, and is perhaps going to detail and explain to us what he saw and basically describe the clothing items to us. I'm joined here by Waleed from Delft Track and Trace Missing Persons Unit. Waleed, if you could just, point to us here in this little bush, what you saw, what you did. Yeah.
Okay. We were about 200 members of community and track and trace SAPS members and people from Cape Town, coming from people of Cape Town to come and search in the area. After a lead that we got, after we were on our way back to Cape Town, we received the lead and we just returned. So as I was walking through the bushes, I saw 2 pieces of items lying in this bush here, pressed in there. So I took it out with a piece of stick. I laid it out. It was a blue and white shirt and a pink track. It was like a track pants. So it looked like it was. I found it strange because it looked like someone that is small, 5 to 7 years old. And the shirt was a big person's shirt. It was a man's shirt, so what would that 2 items be doing together? I just placed it aside, went on with my searching. I came back, picked it up, took it to one of my members of Track and Trace, Ibrahim Sardin. He confirmed, and he said, okay, let's take it to SAPS, let them confirm that it is blood. After that, SAPS took it away, the clothing. They came back and they confirmed that it is human blood, and it's not confirmed as yet if the blood does belong to Joslin. Yeah.
If you could describe the shirt for us, you're saying that there were blood spatters and blood. If you could just describe to us those 2 clothing items.
Okay. When I opened the shirt was laying on the floor. I took the stick, I opened it, and the whole shirt was covered in blood. And I found it strange that when I opened the pants, the small pants, that the blood spatter looked like it was just on the top side but it was small blood spatters that was on the top side of the pants. So I found it strange, and that's the reason why I picked it up.
So Waleed, the search continues. You guys still part of the search teams. We understand that there's a prayer service that is currently being held not too far from where we're standing.
Yes. The prayer service was started at about, say, 3 o'clock. We also attended that event. This morning we had about 250 Navy SEALs that came out. They formed almost like a chain, and they covered the whole. They combed the whole area, and found a few items which we are still not unclear of what they found. So yeah.
I'll bring you in, Pastor, if you could. Waleed here is talking about clothing items not too far from where we're standing that were discovered. Talk to us about that.
Yes, after leaving the scene this morning around about 3 a.m., we came back this morning again at 7 o'clock. I think it was 7 o'clock sharp. On arriving here, we found the different dog units was here. SAPS was here searching with the dogs. Law enforcement was here. Metro Police was here with dogs. The whole place was full of SAPS members, and the dogs were searching. And while the dogs were searching, the dogs actually sniffed out some other items that was also positively identified with blood spatters, or blood that can possibly be part of the crime scene. That is what the dog sniffed out, very close to where the clothing items was found. So we believe that we are getting close, to closure of what happened to Joslin or where she might be. We believe that the community of the Western Cape is going to stand together, work together, and put their forces together, try everything they possibly can to make a difference and find Joslin.
Pastor, you were telling me not too long ago that you're an ex-police reservist, but I want you, Waleed here says that you guys received information and you turned back to this community. If you could share just a little bit of that information, I mean, the last time Joslin was seen and the likes.
Okay, so we were on our way back home to Cape Town when I received a call from one of the leading members of the community of Saldanha Bay. They asked us to please, we need us to come back. They need us to come back to come and assist. They got a lead, and they received information from adult male, saying that another adult male was last seen around about 8 o'clock on the Monday then that Joslin disappeared, walking through a passage into this dark field, and that was the last that Joslin was seen. And that is what brought us back to this area. And like my colleague said, we were about just over 200 members of the community, the police and track and trace of Delft and all other areas to come and search. And that is when we discovered the clothing items around about between 10 and 11 last night.
We're going to walk to this spot next to we're going to walk next to the bush where the clothing items are found. You're standing over a little hole here, and we see a number of holes around this particular spot. Talk us through what was happening here when you guys started digging.
Well, after finding the clothing items, we were instructed by one of the colonels from the Saldanha Bay police station to come back, to get our resources together, to get our people together, come back to the place where we found the items and see if we can find anything else here. We decided to start digging. When we came here, we felt that there's a lot of soft spots in the ground that can possibly be holes dug, to put something in, and that's where we started digging around and try to find anything, to get closer. So that is why you see all the holes around here, and there's many other holes right around this whole field that was dug up where we suspected that possibly something could be buried there.
Hours before you guys made this discovery, we spoke to Waleed where he was hopeful, and you guys drove all the way from Cape Town to here. But we understand that Kelly, Joslin's mother, was also here, following that development to the case.
Yes, that's correct. She came here this morning after finding out.
That's our reporter, Nasiphi Same, giving us an update, of course, on the scene where those bloodied clothing items were found. And, of course, this as investigations continue.